Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. I was reminiscing the other day, about how life was so different 10, 15 years ago. You know, I was still in school, I was just a kid enjoying life, coming home every day from school, doing some homework, watching some Cartoon Network, gaming with some friends. Life was really different. I turned on Cartoon Network, you'd see the likes of Regular Show on, you'd see the likes of Adventure Time, maybe you'd watch some Ben 10 Omniverse back in the day or Ultimate Alien. Maybe you were watching Steven Universe or The Amazing World of Gumball. Maybe you were even watching Symbiotic Titan when it was on. Maybe Generator X, The Secret Saturdays. There was a lot on Cartoon Network back in the day. And you fast forward to today and realize what's happened. What has happened in the past 10 to 15 years? How did we get here? Cartoon Network used to be this massive juggernaut. It used to be the king of animation, right? The big three at the time were Disney, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon. Those were really the big three kids channels back in the day. Those were the big three, and in my opinion, I would argue that Cartoon Network was the best of those three. If you talk to another person, they might tell you, hey, I was a Nickelodeon kid. Nickelodeon was the best. You might talk to another person and they said, no, I was a Jetix Disney XD kid. Disney was the best. The point is that all three were good. Whether you were a Cartoon Network kid, a Nickelodeon kid, or a Disney kid, it doesn't matter. All three were great. You look at today and think of today's kids, I genuinely feel bad for them. I had the likes of Ben 10 on when I was a kid. You know, I was in 2005, I remember, scared of aliens. I just had this deathly fear of aliens. I did not like Star Wars because of that. I didn't watch Star Wars. I would not watch Ben 10 because I saw the commercials for it, and I saw that there was going to be aliens in it. I'm not checking this out. This is scary to me. My friend came over my house. We were playing with some Hess trucks, and he brought a few action figures over with him. It was this like weird fly-looking alien called Stinkfly, and then there was this fire one called Heat Blast. There was this green teal-colored crystal creature called Diamond Head. I was like, what is this, man? What are these toys from? He was like, oh, it's this new show called Ben 10. You should check it out. I turned on Cartoon Network, watched Ben 10, and I fell in love with the series. As you all know, watching this channel, Ben 10 is a huge thing for me. It is one of the biggest pieces of my childhood, one of my favorite TV shows ever of all time, whether it be animation or live action. My top two favorite shows of all time, Ben 10, Star Wars The Clone Wars. Those are my favorites. You think of today's kids, and what do they have to watch? What is their Ben 10? What is their Star Wars The Clone Wars? Spoiler alert, they don't exist. Those shows don't exist today, and there's nothing that's comparable to those series for kids to watch. You turn on Cartoon Network, what's on for Cartoon Network kids today? Nothing. There's nothing there. You liked The Amazing World of Gumball 10 years ago when you were a kid? Well, it's still on. There's a new series called The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball, but it's on Hulu now. It's not on Cartoon Network. Why is that? Oh, because it makes more money for them to put it on Hulu. Your kids don't have Hulu, but you have Cartoon Network? Oh, that sucks, but they're not going to watch The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball then. Oh, you have Hulu. I'm sorry. You have Hulu. They can watch The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. But that cool show Adventure Time from when you were a kid, there's a new one out there now. It's called Adventure Time Fiona and Cake. Yeah, it's meant for adults. It's meant for older audiences. But if you were a kid today, you could watch it too. It's not that mature that it's inappropriate for them. Watch it with The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. You'll probably like both of them. Oh, I'm sorry. They're on two different services now. It's just unbelievable to me what's become of this industry as a whole and just how everything has kind of gone down the wayside. It's really sad to see because I genuinely feel bad for today's kids. They don't have a Ben 10 to watch. They don't have an Ed and Eddie. They don't have a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. They don't have a Powerpuff Girls, a Samurai Jack, Courage the Cowardly Dog, a Johnny Bravo, a Sheep in the Big City. They don't have any of those shows. They really don't have anything to watch. They don't have an ongoing Looney Tunes to watch. They don't have an ongoing Scooby-Doo. It's amazing to me to even be saying that because think back to when you were a kid. Was there ever a time where there was not a Scooby-Doo on? Was there ever a time where there wasn't a Looney Tunes on? I can't think of one. Yeah, there were short hiatuses here and there maybe of a year's time because they were working on something new, but we haven't had a new Scooby-Doo since Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. Yeah, we are getting Go-Go Mystery Machine, a Scooby-Doo anime. We did get that weird Velma show, yeah, but there hasn't really been a true Scooby-Doo in years. Look at the Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes had the new Looney Tunes come out, then we had those Looney Tunes cartoons on HBO Max at the time, then Max, now HBO Max once again. What is there now? What is there today for the Looney Tunes? What can you watch if you're a fan of the Looney Tunes or if you're a kid today? There's nothing. Yeah, they had that new movie that came out earlier this year, but there's no ongoing Looney Tunes series. Yeah, they're going to have Acme vs. Coyote next year, but where is the ongoing Looney Tunes show? Do you want to count Tiny Toons University? I wouldn't. That's more of a spin-off. That's not really the Looney Tunes. I mean, yeah, it technically is a part of the franchise, but I wouldn't consider it a core Looney Tunes show. It's just amazing to me to see where this industry has gone and just what's happened to Cartoon Network. because I miss the days of 2005, of 2006, when you could come home from school, turn on Cartoon Network, and you'd have a plethora of shows on the air. Doesn't even have to be a Cartoon Network original. You had stuff like Naruto, Totally Spies, Code Lyoko. They were all on the air every day, 16. None of these shows exist anymore. None of these new ideas are happening. This industry has just become a bunch of suits looking at the bottom line saying, what show will make us the most money? Why don't we bring back that show that made us money 15 years ago? If it made us money then, why won't it make us money today? There's no more creativity. There's no more innovation. There's nothing new happening. All of the new ideas, all of these new creators, they get shut down before they even get their foot in the door. Look at what happened to Infinity Train. Infinity Train was a series that was going viral on YouTube when they released the pilot. It took them years to greenlit it. Years. It finally comes out. We're like, yay, we got Infinity Train. It's going to be a 10-episode miniseries. Awesome. They decide to surprise us all at the end of episode 10 that there's a second season. We're getting more of this show. There's not only that, there's a third season, a fourth. We're planning 8 seasons for this thing. What happens? The plug gets pulled on it. We don't see anything past book 4. There's no way to watch it right now. If you want to watch Infinity Train, you could buy books 1 and 2 on DVD. There's no way to get books 3 or 4. It's just unbelievable to me what's happened to this industry. I just, once again, feel bad for the kids of today, because it's like, when you think back to your childhood, when you think back to those days, those dog days of summer, for lack of a better term, what do you remember? I remember sitting at home watching Teen Nick in the afternoons, seeing reruns of Zoe 101, True Jackson VP, and Drake and Josh. I remember being bored in the afternoon, feeling the summer heat, the AC's barely able to keep the house cool, and Cartoon Network would have a show like Garage Band on. Or maybe you'd be watching Total Drama Island or Action or World Tour or one of the other seasons of that show. These kids today, when they look back on this time, what are they going to remember? Are they going to remember Cartoon Network? Do they even watch Cartoon Network anymore? Or are they going to remember TikTok? Are they going to remember these YouTube shorts they're watching or Instagram Reels? It's just really sad to see what's happened to the industry. It's like, I feel like part of it is, yes, the world changed. Yes, social media is a big thing. Yes, you can't really fully combat that. It's going to be a part of everyone's lives now, but you have to also try to combat that. And it feels like today, Warner Brothers Discovery, Cartoon Network, they're not trying. They're not trying to combat social media. They're not trying to get people's attention. They're just sitting there wondering, what's the least risky move we can make? Should we bring back the Powerpuff Girls? Should we bring back Ben 10? Should we bring back Adventure Time, regular show, Steven Universe, The Amazing World of Gumball? What about that Galactic is Next Door idea? Mr. Warburton's been knocking at our door for the past 8 years trying to get this thing greenlit. Should we give him a chance now? Should we call up Maxwell Adams and say, hey, that Great Adventures of Billy and Mandy revival you wanted to do? We're willing to do it now. It's just really sad to be seeing. It's like nothing new is happening. This industry has become stagnant. It's become filled with people in suits making decisions that really logically don't make a lot of sense. They're just trying to pad their pockets further, trying to make the most money without actually making a good product. It's really just sad to see. I hope things change. I hope it's not like this for the next 10 to 15 years, but the way things are right now, it's not looking great. It's really not looking great for Cartoon Network. It's not looking great for Warner Brothers Discovery. That can all change very quickly. Maybe when this next merger or acquisition or sale happens in the next year or so, time will tell there. But right now, if you're a kid in the year 2025, what do you really have to look forward to on Cartoon Network? What are you watching? Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all of this. What do you guys think about the state of the industry as a whole? What do you think of the state of Cartoon Network today? Think back to when you were a kid, whether it be 10 years ago or 20 years ago or even more than that. Remember the shows that you watched back then. And think about that and then think of, what do these kids have today to watch? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.